everyone, I'm Lindsay and Lontoc, and in this video, I'll be discussing the four waves of feminism. Here's the table of contents. First, we're going to discuss about the four waves of feminism, followed by an analysis of media contents, its values and goals, conclusion, and the references. And now I introduce you to the four waves of feminism, its time periods, and key issues. The first wave of feminism happened in the years 1848 to 1920. This wave focused on the declaration of sentiments that affirmed women's equality and called for various rights, including the right to vote. At some point, the movement was linked to abolitionism but became more focused on women's suffrage. In 1920, white women were granted the right to vote, while other women of color continued to face obstacles until the voting rights of 1965. The second wave of feminism, so this happened in the year 1963 up to 1980s. The second wave of feminism emerged as a significant political force. Key events included the founding of National Women's Political Caucus, the passage of Equal Pay Act, and the Supreme Court's decision on reproductive freedom. The movement faced challenges, including backlash against the Equal Rights Amendment and criticism from Black women due to a focus on white women's privilege. Unfortunately, the movement lost momentum by 1980 with the rise of conservative support for Ronald Reagan's presidency. The feminist third wave happened in the 1990s, when the movement focused on addressing problems such as sexual harassment and gender inequality. Embracing rebellion encouraged women to express their individuality and sexuality. This movement also focused on inclusivity, particularly in the terms of race and gender, and drew on the concept of intersectionality. In today's society, we observe the fourth wave of feminism. This wave gained traction on the internet through the #MeToo movement, which was initiated by Tarana Burke in the year 2007 and gained momentum in 2017. The fourth wave feminists in this movement hold influential men accountable and address the systems that enable misconduct. They aim for an inclusive movement, taking into account the intersectionality of sexuality, race, class, and gender. So now we're going to do an analysis of one media content that represents each wave of feminism. First wave, Declaration of Sentiments. Early on in the women's rights movement, especially during the Seneca Falls Convention in 1848, the media's content, especially the Declaration of Sentiments, was influential. These documents profoundly impacted the movement by promoting women's rights, particularly the ability to vote, and attempting to empower them. Second wave, The Feminine Mystic. The Feminine Mystic, a book by Betty Friedan, sparked the second wave of feminism, highlighting women's dissatisfaction with traditional roles. The book sold 3 million copies within 3 years, drove Friedan into early leadership and changed public perception, elevating numerous women to the forefront of the women's movement. Third wave, Pop Music, Riot Girl. According to McDonald and Vicentelli 2019, the pop music of the third wave was used to address issues such as sexism, patriarchy, abuse, racism, and rape. Bands like Bikini Kill, Bratmobile, and Heavens to Betsy, identified as Riot Girl bands, were notable in this movement. Fourth wave, #MeToo movement. The fourth wave of feminism, sparked by the #MeToo movement, initiated by Tarana Burke in 2007, has surged in social media activism following Harvey Weinstein's sexual misconduct allegations. The movement gained momentum in 2017 after Weinstein was fired, found guilty, and sentenced to 23 years in prison, highlighting the ongoing issue of sexual misconduct in various industries. An interpretation of how the media content reflects the values and the goals of the corresponding waves of feminism. The values and goals of the first wave of feminism are reflected in media content such as newspapers, books, and pamphlets. These media contents highlighted the unjust legal constraints placed on women and argued for equal rights. The media from the second wave, such as books, feminist literature, and documentaries, reflect values and goals about women's rights, workplace equality, and advocating for reproductive rights, sexual liberation, and personal autonomy. Third wave feminism media content focuses on recognizing diversity and intersectionality, empowering women, and critiquing gender norms. Lastly, the values and goals of the fourth wave are reflected strongly through digital activism, inclusivity, intersectionality, and accountability. Different internet platforms are used to advocate, raise awareness, and power a wide range of voices, including transgender and non-binary individuals. A conclusion about the impact of each wave of feminism on gender representation in the media. The media's portrayal of gender has evolved through different waves of feminism. The first wave focused on women's rights and roles, reflecting their changing legal and social status. The second wave emphasized women's roles while still presenting stereotypical views. The third wave highlighted diversity in gender, race, and identity, challenging gender norms and emphasizing personal empowerment. The fourth wave focused on digital activism, using platforms for activism and addressing issues such as body positivity and intersectionality. Overall, the media's gender representation has been enhanced and broadened by each wave of feminism, encouraging a more inclusive representation of a range of orientations and perspectives. Here are the list of references for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.